Good afternoon, evening, morning. Hey, for all you Fijians, hope that's not a tsunami coming your way.
Are they Fijians?
Hey, are my teeth red?
No.
They had a lot of beet juice this morning.
That's gonna affect things other than your teeth.
Oh, I found that out this morning also.
Really beautiful?
Well, it took a while. I thought it would be immediate. But the beet reaction that I had waited 24 hours before it showed its ugly head. And if I had looked into that bowl, I would have thought, oh, my God, dial 911.
This portion of the Mike O'Mara Show brought to you by Code Red from Mountain Dew.
Not that I haven't done that in a while.
Sure.
Well, Rob, I'm looking at one of the most trite, boring things I've ever looked at on the show.
Cool.
But we're going to try to make it fun.
Oh, I thought you were looking at Oscar.
Are you ready for the fall TV
awesome.
preview? And Mr. Santana?
Yes.
My time is your time.
I agree. I apologize.
Get here on time.
Speaking of beats, I had a plumber that come this morning.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Did you clog up your bathroom?
I beat up the toilet last night. It was really embarrassing.
It was another clog?
Clog.
We all know that you have a reputation as a toilet stuffer.
Yes.
Are you boys ready for the fall TV preview?
Yes. Do you want to start the brassy
please.
music from the top?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our fall TV preview.
Yeah.
I'm looking at these shows, and there's nothing that's jumping out
Going
at
to
me.
be a great year, is it?
Well, for one thing, fall is 9 months away. 10 months away. How long is it?
Well, they have to plan,
Of course they do.
and they plan these. ABC, you ready for this?
The American Broadcasting Company.
Gothica.
Okay.
And not,
Already I'm canceling
With a
it.
K?
Not the Halle Berry Gothica. This one has a C.
Ah.
One of the biggest trends this season is following the reasonable rating success of Once Upon a Time and Grimm.
Okay.
Did anybody watch that?
No.
Oh, the fairy
No.
tale program. I've seen the ads.
Public
I'm not a
domain.
fan.
Gothic is described as a sexy gothic soap set in present day that weaves together a
This morning in the shower I used some sexy gothic soap.
I will react if there's one that looks
right.
intriguing.
That's
How will
fair.
how will you react?
I'll go, whoa!
Yeah, the kids like to say woot.
Murder in Manhattan. Ryan Reynolds is executive producer, an hour-long dramedy about a mother-daughter detective team. I don't need to go
Is the daughter hot?
Probably.
We see that, and then maybe there's something.
There's nothing like
Thunder
a
Mountain.
comedy about
the
murder.
story of Oscar Santana's toilet. No, this is based on a Disney theme park ride.
Oh, that's great.
I don't need to say
a
it.
TV show based on a ride, which is probably based on a movie.
Owned by ABC.
That's right.
Reckless.
Yes.
Resourceful problem solver who wife unjustly imprisoned. Nope.
Are they
sorry.
mentioning any of the stars?
No, not yet.
Because you know what TV needs, Mike?
What's that?
Star power.
Star Power.
Yeah.
Spy. American remake of a British espionage comedy. It's on Hulu Plus if you want to watch it.
A spy
Rob
comedy.
Corddry. Does anybody know him?
Yeah.
Yes, from The Daily Show. Yes.
He's the lead.
Very
Who,
funny.
who is he the professional expert?
Yeah, but
no.
he's funny on the Daily Show. He ain't all that funny in anything else.
He ain't all that
my
funny on the
opinion
Daily
guy.
Show, probably.
No, and speaking of the Daily Show, and didn't Steve Carell get his start there?
Yes, he did.
Steve Carell. I just looked in on it yesterday. Steve Carell and Anchorman.
Yeah.
It's great.
Still makes me laugh
Yes.
every time I see it.
He's funny.
He's the only thing. What holds up is Steve Carell's performance.
Yes.
Ron Burgundy, not necessarily.
Right.
No.
Because
Agreed.
that's what's his name.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell. She's Got Balls, Safe at Home. Neither of those titles are final. Single camera comedy about a multi-generational family.
I think it'd be funnier with more cameras.
agree.
I.e. Modern Family, another original idea.
yes.
There's another one, Doubt, a drama about ex-cop turned cheap lawyer who turns his boy, Hollywood, come on.
No
Something,
ideas.
please.
Is it the dead zone right now?
Influence, that's another show. New show from Kyle Killen, the creator of Awake.
I haven't even heard of these shows.
What
before.
are you doing?
I think I slept through that
So
one.
that's ABC. Now let's go to our former employer.
Yes.
CBS.
Yeah.
Winners.
Yeah, I
The
know.
Columbia Broadcasting System, the Tiffany Network.
Hey, how about something really cutting edge, new,
Good.
original that no one's ever heard
Yes,
of before?
please. What do you got?
Beverly Hills Cop.
What?
Brandon T. Jackson plays Axel Foley's son, busting rich criminals. Eddie Murphy will be in at least the pilot episode.
As will Kevin Pollak, I understand.
Oh, this is so wrong.
Whether that's a plus or a minus, anyway, it's just blah, blah, blah.
How about if they changed it and he's really young and it's Beverly Hills Cop 90210?
Is Vegas that's on right now, is that a hit?
Yeah, but
Reasonable
it's
numbers,
not
right?
on anymore.
It's not on
I
anymore.
thought it was drawing
Did
reasonable
they cancel
numbers.
it?
Yes. Oh, early on. I mean, it
Oh,
didn't last-
Vegas got canceled?
Oh, yeah, it didn't
You mean
last long.
the one with the Quaid brother?
Right. Yeah, I didn't even think it lasted a season.
And that's what they should have named it.
So Dennis Quaid got canceled.
Oh yeah, it was a horrible show.
See, I'll watch a show for 5 minutes, which I did with that,
right.
and then I came in and I said it sucked.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
I remember.
And then I heard, hey, it's the #1 new show.
Oh, yeah.
And they all say that because they
ignore
lie.
that when you.
Backstrom. Now this is one that I might watch. Here's the description of it: an overweight, angry detective from Swedish crime novels must get his self-destructive behavior under control.
What?
That's what it's called, Backstrom.
Backstrom sounds like something you put on a cut.
So
Is that the name of the detective from The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo? Anybody know?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
I don't read Asian
Backstrom,
books.
but he wasn't overweight.
Right.
He was,
yeah.
Daniel Craig.
That's right. That's right.
Backstrom, and he was a writer. He was not a detective. Okay. Friends with Better Lives on CBS, a sitcom about friends who think they all have better lives. Oh, God, come on.
I wonder if they're youthful douchebags.
All right, now I'm not even going to read you the... NBC has Brenda Forever.
Oh, this is the National Broadcasting Company, Mike.
Alice in Wonderland.
Is it Alice in Wonderland? Like the novel? The old book?
I'm not even going to read
it is.
What else would it be?
Well, I mean, because if it was like Alice in Wonderland, then maybe it's like a
no.
pun.
No.
Sixth Gun,
Boo.
Girlfriend in a Coma.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, I got to read that one. Wow, that's a horrible name for a TV. It's a horrible idea, too. A woman wakes up from a 17-year coma to discover that she has a teenage daughter because she was pregnant.
Wow.
Nice.
Girlfriend in a Coma sounds like my engagement to Carrie.
Holding Patterns, sitcom about a group of friends who survive a plane crash and find their lives changed forever. That sounds like Lost.
Yeah, but it'd probably be easy to understand.
Probably with no smoke monsters.
This is fun. This is well written, too. Hatfields and McCoys.
Oh, well, you see, that was a
Hey,
great
slow down,
miniseries.
NBC. Charlize Theron produced drama that takes the classic tale of the feuding hillbilly and updates it for the modern day.
Is there any word better in the world than hillbilly?
Hillbilly.
No.
Hillbilly.
word
Look
better.
out for hillbilly.
Blacklist, the world's most wanted criminal, turns himself in to become an informant on everybody he's ever worked with.
Okay.
All right.
Well, the Hatfields and McCoys sounds interesting.
Maybe, yeah. DJ Nash comedy. As yet untitled, this single camera sitcom is loosely based on DJ Nash's real life. Who the hell is DJ Nash?
Hey, man, I'm doing afternoons.
We're going to
DJ.
find out.
And then there's an untitled Secret Service drama. Thank you.
Well, that's
Is
very
it service?
Very Secret
They
Service.
can't tell you the title.
Yes.
all right. Fox has The List. Let me see. That's created by the guy that did Zombieland. And these explanations just... Sleepy Hollow, we all know that.
Sure.
House Rules. That's a sitcom.
Is it about the doctor?
And I'm not even going to... They're not worth even explaining. Friends and Family, based on the British TV series about a long-distance relationship that gets real when the two lovebirds meet.
But it doesn't use your cellular minutes. That's the good thing about Friends and Family.
Yeah.
To My Assistant, a workplace comedy. I Suck at Girls. That
Oh,
sounds
wow.
funny.
Hey, now.
Wow, I wish I could rearrange those letters.
The S My Dad Says guy wrote another book and got another TV show made.
Brilliant.
The last one
So whatever.
didn't last.
Untitled Seth MacFarlane comedy. Of course, we're going to give Seth MacFarlane another
Maybe
comedy.
there'll be a bear in it.
And
Well,
Rake.
what they should do is just send him a check and tell him to relax.
Rake is the Americanized version of an Australian legal procedural starring Greg Kinnear as an out-of-control lawyer. Could be that
maybe.
one.
That's a maybe.
Him
Of
I
all
like.
of them, I might look
Him
at
I
that
like.
one. Yeah, so welcome to the land of suck.
Well, speaking of TV, I know that I saw this on your Facebook page yesterday. I haven't got a chance to watch it. I DVR'd it.
Yes.
But Table Manners from the Junkies.
That's going to be picked up by all three networks.
They can run simultaneously?
Absolutely. It's
This
going to be
fall.
fantastic.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show. You can listen to the Mike O'Mara Show at www.mikeomarashow.com.
Stay tuned for an outstanding entertainment program.
It's the Mike O'Mara Show.
Let's get down to business.
From the entertainment capital of the world.
Thank you, dear. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, this is Hans.
Hans?
Yeah.
David Howard.
How are you, David?
Okay, listen.
Yeah.
I'm closing in on a decision.
Good.
I think the beige is the best interior,
Good interior there. Uh-huh.
and I think with the dark brown, that's the best
That's the
combination.
most beautiful combination on the lot.
All right, so tell me again.
Uh-huh.
Everything, tax, license, out the door, in my
All
garage.
right, well, I don't know where your garage is, but it's $44,420.
Wow.
All right?
It's a lot of money for a car, isn't it?
It's not a car, Mr. Howard. It's a Mercedes, and that's the
No, I know it's a
okay?
Mercedes, but it's just still a lot of money.
Well, maybe you shouldn't buy the car then. Get a Nova.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, there's no extras, right? That's it? That's everything. I don't imagine at that price I'd have to add.
Now, just leather. That's all you'd have to add. Nothing else.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't come with leather.
No, sir, it does not. That's why I told you you'd have to add it.
Well, what's in there?
Well, it's what they call Mercedes leather.
What would that be?
Well, it's a very thick vinyl. Beautiful seat. I would prefer that.
So let's call it that then.
Fine. Beautiful thick vinyl seat. But I have it.
Gee, isn't that something? Wouldn't you think there'd be leather in there?
I'll tell you what. If you buy the car, I'll put some shoes in it, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Sie hören zur Michael Mara Show mit Michael Mara, Buzz Burbank, Rob Spivak und Oscar Santana. Und jetzt von seiner Couch ist hier Mike.
Guten Tag. Note to TNT listeners.
Yes?
This is not the weekend. Live from the Cappy Viper Studios, this is the Mike O'Mara Show.
I'm the Mike and Madden Show.
We are downloaded worldwide 17 million times and powered by Encore Insurance. We're at MikeO'MaraShow.com for those of you that want to listen to us on the line. If you want to listen to us on the radio, we're at 102.9 FM, WTNT in Washington, D.C., and the mighty 1630 KCJJ in Iowa. Today is the big day, ladies and gentlemen.
6 February, Mike.
February. Wednesday, February 6, 2013. And our show today is brought to you by ScoreBig.com. If you are still hungry for live sports action, hockey's back, everybody.
Hey, welcome back, Score Big.
The NBA season's in full swing, and there's lots of great college play. Man, oh man, do I have a lot to tell you about Score
Yes,
Big.
you do.
Sure.
Take your pick. There are so many wonderful things
Maybe you want to
say.
take someone special to a concert or a show on Valentine's Day.
That'd be great.
Either way, your first stop is ScoreBig.com to save up to 60% on the best tickets. Every ticket on ScoreBig.com is below box office price. We are getting into what I like to call the sports fun season. You're going to have the Final Four.
Right.
You're going to have Major League Baseball opening. You're even going to have those pesky hockey players going into their playoff season after a 48-game regular season. And Score Big works with the venues, and they get incredible discounts on tickets. You must check out Score Big for below box office price, and there are never any fees, so stop wasting your money on other ticket sites. Score Big has the best tickets to games and shows across the country, including right where you live. So never pay box office prices again. 60% savings. Go to scorebig.com and use our code TMOS. That's scorebig.com, and we thank you in advance for that, ladies and gentlemen.
You going to a show for Valentine's Day, Mike?
No, but I'm going to dinner on Valentine's Day.
Oh, have you got your reservation? It's a tough res to pull.
I got an early reservation, and because Carla and I have eating patterns that rival 90-year-old people,
yes,
we are cool when they give you the typical. Is the worst thing at a restaurant, anybody that's gotten a restaurant reservation, isn't the worst thing, we have 4:32 and 10:15.
Right.
Yep.
Oh,
and then they say it with that little
God.
pause because they're lazy and they want to say, they pause like,
they don't care.
And I said, they said 5:30. I said, 5:30 will be great.
And you know what's good about
and
that?
you just on the other end, okay.
All right.
That's great because not only will you get the meal done early, you get all the salad and breadsticks you want.
Absolutely.
No cost.
I just thought the Olive Garden would have a few more tables around 6:30.
Yeah.
That's where I wanted
I thought you were talking about the presidential yacht.
No, we don't talk about that anymore.
No.
That's been in the news recently.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I
there's
did
a
not
story
know
about
that.
Yeah, things are happening with that.
Yeah. I'll show you that article sometime. Yes, Buzz.
Made reservations for this weekend at Peking Gourmet Inn, our favorite restaurant.
For Valentine's Day?
No, just for this Saturday evening. There's a couple we want to take out for dinner. They've never been there before.
Very good.
So I called over there and I said, I'd like to make a reservation. And they said, because as it turns out, it's Chinese New Year and they're going to be swamped.
Oh, okay.
But I did manage to get an early reservation.
That's
so
a
I
good
look forward
place.
to that.
I love that joint. Hi to Lily and the gang over there.
Have you bought your decorations yet for Chinese New Year?
No, but I think we ought to have a Chinese New Year show, and you ought to put it together.
That'd be great.
You can spearhead it.
That would be your penance.
My penance?
That would be your, that would be your sentence. Yeah. That would be your punishment. That would be your making up to, the Asian community.
No one has
for
been better.
Years
no one
decades
has been better to the Asian community.
Oh, I disagree.
Than me.
I'm not sure I agree with that, Rob.
Not only do I enjoy their food. Have you seen the amount of dry cleaning I get done?
All right, now see right there, there you go.
What a dick!
But anyway,
your nails have never.
What
looked
is
better.
What is the official day for Chinese New Year?
It's coming up in the first week. I think it starts. It's like a week-long celebration.
It's the 10th. It's Sunday the 10th, I believe.
Week-long celebration.
You'll probably get something. I think you may get something special on the menu.
Should be quite
We
a
went
show.
out there to celebrate Catherine's acceptance to college,
right?
And they brought something to the table that was a beef dish that was fantastic.
Something new?
And they said they were going to they bring that out for Chinese New Year, and they wanted me to give my opinion on it. It was phenomenal.
Of course
everything
it was.
they
Like
made.
everything.
Yeah.
It was incredible.
Sure.
You know what? We need firecrackers for Friday then.
I think we do.
So
that would be
I
so
haven't
much
any.
fun.
You think we could roll a?
We could find
where's
some.
it safe?
What could
Probably right out
possibly
front.
go
Your
wrong?
porch, yeah.
No, let's do it like they do in the
We can do it right out front.
Or in the foyer.
Or like in Home Alone. We'll get a tin trash can.
Yes.
Yes.
And then we'll put them off in the trash can.
If
Can
a
we
listener
do that?
if a listener can help us out, I am out for the first time in like 10 years. I'm out of firecrackers.
Wow.
Okay.
So we need to get some black cats.
All right, Mark, find out when is the date? When is Chinese?
I'll do that
New Year?
right now.
Because this could really
Check the
take
10th.
me out of the February
Funk.
doldrums.
Big Daddy, it's the holiday season, Mike.
Yes.
And Big Daddy was a big fan of inside firecrackers. He used to throw them around the furniture store.
the Don and Mike show is a big fan of inside.
Yeah.
firecrackers
Yes, you know who's-
until we were told to stop.
Well, what happened is they would blow dust everywhere, and it would coat the equipment. Dan Ryson, a very patient man, our chief engineer there.
Yes.
And he said not to do it, although
Gunpowder,
there
yeah.
was great pleasure in setting off firecrackers behind an unsuspecting Andy Rice.
Wait, you guys would do it?
Oh,
we
all
light
the
off
sure.
firecrackers. We
long
did everything.
strings
How did
of
I
them.
miss that?
We light off
Jeez.
firecrackers.
Oh.
Now, I won't do it in my own home, but I will do it out in front of the house.
I think
Yeah.
an M80 once we
And-
did.
Oh, well, we
I
had
like
one that
the-
was
In studio?
We're
yeah.
An
Yeah.
M80?
at the end of the show.
We're gonna
Those are maniacs.
need a metal trash can.
Yes.
Shrapnel.
And that's where we put them in. And I think
Jesus.
that'll be fantastic.
I do. There was one firecracker that a listener dropped off that I researched after we blew it
Yes.
up. That was essentially a quarter stick of dynamite.
That's right.
And we did it in the parking deck underneath the building and set off 10 car alarms.
was fantastic.
It was so
Oh,
great.
my God.
So here's the
And look,
question.
all 10 fingers.
Here's my question
Blown
to you.
away.
You would
Do
have.
be.
do you think that after we do this, because I live here,
Yes, you do.
do you think we're going to hear that boom, boom, boom,
Absolutely.
boom, and there will be
Yeah.
blue people
Yeah,
here?
and there'll be people walking out on their front steps in their robes.
No, I don't think
Looking
so.
at what's
No,
going
we-
on.
We tape at 11 o'clock. There are
Neighbors-
people in their
My
robes.
neighbor doesn't wake up till 11.
Neighbors will come
I've
out,
seen
but
him.
you know what? They don't police fireworks.
Richard
And
sleeps in. Richard would think it
Oh,
was
I
great.
love Richard. I want Richard to adopt me.
Richard, don't
He's
hide
such
from
a
your
kind
feelings.
man.
He is a
Great.
nice man.
It is Sunday, February 10th.
Gentlemen,
Close
we
was
are
right.
all talking simultaneously. Yes, Rob. Yes.
I'm going to say that if we blow the firecrackers up without the cops being here and then we dispose of the evidence, it never happened.
Rob, I live here.
I know, but it
and
never
you just
happened.
said that on a radio show.
Yes, but-
so they're going to know that.
No.
What if we did this, Mike?
What?
We built. We had a trash can, a steel trash can.
Yeah, metal one.
A metal one. And
Aluminum.
Aluminum. And then we had a top, but we could actually. What I think we should isolate is actually the sound. So I'm not so much worried about the explosives.
So do it inside?
Do it inside. And then you're covered by your neighbors, and we're covered in here.
Do you think we could put the lid down, light them off in here, and then take it outside and take
Absolutely.
What we would do is
I'd be down with that.
we would lay down like
Carla might not really be thrilled with it.
Well, she's
maybe
gonna be at work.
Yeah, when she's at work. We lay down some sort of protective mat, like just a throw rug of some
there's
sort.
one
You
now.
know, when
And
you,
I'll have a fire extinguisher handy.
you know, both,
I can bring one.
You notice the brothers who could care less. What would make them happy is
I'm
if they were,
the guy, Mike. I'm the guy that said protect your floors.
yeah, but you would be the guy. Both of you would be the guys that would laugh out loud if there was a hole blown in my floor.
I wouldn't laugh at that.
No.
There's
No, 'cause
nothing less funny than that.
I'm thinking audio. I am thinking audio.
So am I. This is why
No.
we can't cover the trash can.
Yeah, if you cover the trash can, you've destroyed the audio.
What if we did it in your garage?
I think we can do it with a trash can, with a metal trash can, with the lid off, right out front. Because what's the fun of it if you're not going to have a few neighbors
That's
complain?
ballsy.
Yeah, we need that.
One brief explosion
What
or
are-
a series?
what
of
are
No,
those-
a bunch of little firecrackers.
I've got
all right.
one better. If we can pull this off.
Is
And
it
I know-
illegal to light them off?
It's dicey.
We'd
The
have
law
to
is
check on
unclear.
that.
Virginia, right?
We're 7 days away from the New Year. We'll celebrate it not this Friday, but maybe Monday. Regardless, if we get one of those dragon heads, and then I would run around the yard with a dragon head, so
Little
people
makeup.
actually would know this is a cultural affair instead of just a bunch of guys setting off fireworks.
If you can find a dragon head,
I will look for
and
one.
then while we do that, you run around
Yes.
doing that, and,
Yes.
and we'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry, officer, we were just celebrating Chinese
Yeah,
New Year."
look at that Latin Asian looking guy. We're celebrating for
We
him.
need an Asian guy.
We do. Do we know any?
Oh, I know Omar's Asian. I think
Omar's
he's half Asian. Yeah.
If we bring an Asian guy along, we're covered.
I don't think he looks Asian enough to get us off.
No,
the-
but Omar is half Asian.
If you are an Asian person that listens to this show
and has firecrackers.
and no, you know that we'll get the firecrackers. We need firecrackers.
A dragon's head.
We need a dragon's head, and we need Asian people.
And a sweatshirt from Rice University.
Now,
See, come on.
See, there you go.
Now you've
See, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at the joy.
Now you've
Look at
ruined
the
it.
joy of 6 generations of bigotry.
What?
Look at this
No,
joy.
it's 5
Look at this
times.
joy. Say you're sorry.
I'm sorry.
There's a guy out there that's really pissed at you right now.
Strike that from the record.
Yes.
I didn't use the
I
word-
might edit that out of the show.
Yeah.
Mike, no, you mustn't. I didn't
That's
say.
I must not. I mustn't.
Yeah, we got to bleep that.
Jesus.
I didn't say the word I'm not allowed to say.
Yeah, I know, but you don't say
Which,
anything.
by the way,
just
even
mind.
though
so
it's not
hateful.
the preferred nomenclature, I think it's still okay.
I really want to have the dragon head, and I want to have. If we have people, if we have Asian Americans here,
Yes.
then it has an air of legitimacy, so that when the police come, which you know they will,
Yes.
we
It's a
can say
cultural
we're
event.
sorry. It's a cultural event.
I understand.
What date is Chinese New Year?
The 10th.
It's a Sunday,
The 10th.
but if
It's
we
a Sunday.
celebrate Monday, I think it'd be okay.
All right, so we will plan on doing it this coming Monday.
Yes.
If I can get the dragon's head, and sometimes you have a piece of cloth which make the body. That's what they do.
Then
Yeah.
you'd have to work with a lot of other
Oh,
people.
no, I know. I maybe one other person.
I think that would be
could
great.
Maybe
work
the
with
person
me.
who
Maybe
loans you
Pony Boy can
If
work
he's
with
free, maybe we could do that.
We'll have an intern or two here.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
All right.
I want to be the head, though.
We'll have
I wanna be in
Zoolander,
charge.
Of course, a
we'll
power
have
to-
Josh, and we'll have Pony Boy. It'll be
Power
very
top.
be a very thin dragon.
Yeah.
Be fun though.
Slender dragon.
Now, are you all in on this?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
just you're
Well,
being
everybody was talking-
conspicuously quiet.
Everybody was talking at once,
We
so
were.
I was laying low there for a second. Yeah.
Can anybody acquire in this room firecrackers? I mean,
I will
can
get
we-
some. I'll find some.
You can get
I will
some?
put a word out to the Facebook community and figure out a way to get some.
I will work
there you
on
go.
a dragon's head, and I'm hoping that since most of these cultural events will take place on a Sunday,
Yes.
I
would be
could borrow one for an hour on a Monday.
Sure.
And
Rent a
anyone,
dragon.
we have many in the Asian community that listen to this show. We're going to invite them to come by the yard. And
Oh, that is awesome.
I
Mr.
think
Big Shot.
It'll be. What do you mean, Mr. Big Shot?
Come stand in my yard.
We're doing a show outside.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't you just keep slandering them?
So
there we go.
there's also
Them. Mike, they have a
could
name.
we decorate the studio in those little lanterns
No,
that they
not gonna-
have?
no,
Oh.
no, absolutely
Too much?
not. We're not going. Well, what's the point?
Who's catering?
I mean, it is a radio show.
can somebody cater?
Yeah, but if it was a radio show, why would I be running around on a dragon's head?
I could talk to Twin Lakes.
What's that?
That's the local Chinese restaurant here in Manassas.
I'd love
that. is
that.
now selling Salvadoran food.
Oh.
Wow.
Yes,
naturally.
Know your market.
You go by. This is like the only Chinese restaurant in Manassas for a long time that we all went to, and we got carryout from. And this place now, I think, is feeling the encroachment of another culture.
They're surviving.
And so they sell. I went by and I said, "Hey, Carla, look at the new sign. Look at the new sign. Hey, Carla, look at the new sign at Twin Lakes Restaurant.
Hey, things are changing.
And underneath they say Twin Lakes Chinese food, Salvadoran, and some other cuisine.
Sopatillas?
It's right up when you go by the Catholic Church up
Yes.
there. It's right next to that in that shopping center,
Do you go
next
there-
to the Guns and Ammo store.
Do you go there after Mass?
Try the chorizo egg rolls. Yeah. The
There
chorizo
you
egg
go.
rolls.
Yeah.
Easy for you to
Yeah,
say.
right.
There you go.
Empanadas.
It really they have
Or egg rolls.
I have never. This is an established Chinese restaurant in Manassas that has been around for a long time, and I went by there and I was stunned. I said they have obviously had an awareness that a certain culture that
They're
they
catering.
require this change in their menu to stay afloat. It was amazing to me.
Same thing happened to my Pizza Hut in I think it's in Olney. They actually
What are they
have,
doing
they have
there?
a Pizza
Chain.
Hut and Taco Bell in one place.
Well, that's the
That's
chain.
the company.
That's
Yeah,
the
but-
chain.
but
That's
we're-
not what they're
Yum
doing.
Foods.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, that's the
It's
message
true.
here.
But here's the thing:
Yeah.
is the Hispanic community.
Yes.
Let's say
See?
the Salvadorans, Mexicans, and
Central
people from
Americans.
Central America. Do they necessarily, on a regular basis, like to eat that food all the time? I mean, I don't notice that. I've seen the Hispanic community at every restaurant in Manassas.
Okay.
Every restaurant's an Hispanic restaurant.
I'm going to try to put it in your terms. Do you love
You're not going to get me to go there.
Do you love-
well, the kitchens are.
You love a great
What?
New England
Go ahead.
clam chowder.
I love a great New England.
Why?
clam
Why
chowder.
do you love it?
Because
Does it remind you of your childhood?
Yes, it reminds me of home.
Yeah.
And you can't find
So-
a decent bowl south of say Philadelphia.
In Latin America, if you have traveled to the great United States of America and you can find a restaurant that reminds you of home, you will
Right.
eat that food.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I would like to be like Anthony Bourdain around here. And I would like to actually sample some of the really cool places that look like holes in the wall.
Oh my God, that'd be great.
I really like to
But
try.
what
it.
if
I don't
it's
have
not-
the balls to do
Why
it.
not? Just go to Guapo's.
Well, Americans, we're so we can be wussified sometimes when it comes. Like there are probably 8 or 9 places within 2 square miles of here.
Sure.
That are very, very, like with the ethnic signs in Spanish that I, don't necessarily roll into.
What I see a lot of times on my commute here is that there are a lot of ethnic businesses, and they love using quotation marks around everything. Used tires and quotation marks. There's no need for that.
For some reason, I just feel like you're the last person I should be talking to you about expanding horizons.
He's not the right guy to talk
No, he's
to.
not. He's
I am an ethnic black hole where things come to contract.
Mike,
right.
But
Nothing
I think
expands.
you would be doing these businesses a disservice, because if I walked into a Latin restaurant and say you had like an O'Mara meter, right? So you give them 5 O'Maras for that's a 5-star.
Mike O'Mara's restaurant corner.
If I saw like
5 potatoes,
5 of your faces
Too many beets
on the front door because you gave them a 5-star review,
right?
It'd be your face, your face, your face, your face.
Face.
I would be like, well, this white man clearly doesn't know Latin food. I'm out of here.
I'd like to try, though. Do you know the one that is next to the Rite Aid and the Bloom that is in the building with the old Rolls Royce that's like 1950?
Yes.
Next to the eyeglass place?
That is for sale.
It's
Yes.
right in the historic drugstore
It's
district.
right in the middle of
Right.
it, and it's been there for a long time. It doesn't change, and I've always been kind of curious.
What's
about
it called?
I've had great experiences when I've really taken that plunge. You go into a city that you don't know, and you'll take that kind of a plunge once in a while, but you don't do it where you live.
That's right, because you're scared.
But really, what do I rail against all the time? I rail against the mauling of America.
And the cuisine.
The fact that we
Sameness.
have IHOP, we have Bob Evans, we have Olive Garden,
Lack
we
of
have Red
originality.
Lobster. And what's better than these mom and pops that are setting? Yes, it's ethnic cuisine, but why not?
You need to go.
Tomorrow we are scheduled to go to the Washington Auto Show.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Why don't we stop by that little joint next to the Rolls Royce?
I'd love to.
For lunch.
I'd love to.
But we have to make a pact.
Okay.
If it's not good, we'll leave.
Absolutely.
Is that fair?
Like, and if it's not good, like when the water comes to the
Yes.
table, we'll
Right.
leave.
Well,
That's right, and that'll be great because just the amount of time it'll take you to get to the DC Armory, you can use their bathrooms.
DC Armory.
It's not at the DC Armory.
not?
It's the Washington Convention Center.
The convention center.
They have bathrooms too. You'll be fine.
Hey, can you pretend like you own like 3 big companies and I'm just your assistant?
Yeah, I'll do a BS trip with you.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll have a blast.
Hey, like I'll take one of those and then I'll have to go talk to the sales guy and get a card and a brochure.
Yeah, I'll have to find something that looks like I have any money, like something to wear. But now that I'm fat,
you wear a
doesn't work.
suit?
How about
No, I will not wear a suit.
How about a cape?
A cape? Excellent. Well, that was a great opening of the show. I didn't get to anything I wanted to talk about. We'll try to do that when we come back. This is the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. This segment of our program brought to you by Pro Flowers. Now, the countdown is on.
Yes.
You already know that Pro Flowers has phenomenal deals.
Right.
Here's what I want to tell you about Pro Flowers. Pro Flowers, more than any other advertiser that we have on this program, represents to me, personally, a competition. This is a competition.
Oh, I know.
There are DJs all over America.
That's right.
There are talk show hosts all over America that are telling you to go to Pro Flowers and use their code. And I'm asking you for a favor.
Right.
We need you to use our code.
Yes.
Now, the deals are incredible. The countdown is on. Valentine's Day just 8 days away. Now, if that makes you say, oh, my God, what am I going to do? You have to know that Pro Flowers has an amazing deal. 100 blooms of love, a free glass vase, $19.99. And if you add $10 more, you get the chocolates. And you get the spa kit.
I'm all about
That's
the
just
spa
another
kit.
10 guys. Right now, 100 blooms is 50% off at Pro Flowers.
Wow.
Use our code. You know it, TMOS, to get these great gifts at 800 Pro Flowers, or you click the microphone at proflowers.com. It's a phenomenal deal. It'll make an incredible splash for Valentine's Day. Do it while there's still time. You won't beat the price. All of us on the show use them. Pro Flowers is ranked #1 by J.D. Powers in customer satisfaction. For online flowers, don't go anywhere else. Go to proflowers.com and use our code TMOS.
Simply the best. They are the best.
Simply the best. On the program today, I would like to, you guys, I know you boys will get a kick out of this one.
What?
Well, Carla sure did. Thanks to Dan Town for giving Carla her biggest laugh of the winter.
Oh.
It's really great to sit at your own kitchen table, and I'll explain it.
Is he a Facebook fella?
Yeah, he's a good guy. He sent me some stuff and some fun stuff.
Okay,
too.
cool.
He's a good
Everybody
listener to
loves
the
to
show.
go Dan Town.
Spring break 2013. I want to get an update, Mark Ronick, see where we are with our rental car. Great video of a girl dissing a judge, which resulted in me getting a nasty personal message from a guy that thought I was being too hard on a girl.
Whoa.
Oh, I saw the video.
Oh, it's fantastic. Do you care about Saturday Mail? I am more Queenie than Rob.
How?
I've lapped you.
There's
in the Queen
no way.
department. What happened to the tsunami? The world of Caps fans? Maybe. I doubt I'll get to that. And hello to Haiti. I would like to say hello to a friend of mine who called me right before the show.
Wow.
My buddy from Haiti, Archibald.
Hey, cool.
Down there. He's our director, our supervisor for the Helping Haitian Angels down there. And Archibald is a good guy.
Cool.
He just had a baby himself. He's got a new baby. He just got married. His life is going well. And I want to say, Archibald, we love you back here in the States. And hi to all those angels down there.
That's
and
awesome.
say hi to the mamas for me also down there.
I bet you did not expect that.
Cap Haitian.
You didn't expect that in a million years.
Would you like to know how it goes?
Yeah.
Archibald will get a kick out of this. Archibald, I'm going to do an impression of you now. I'm going to do an imitation of you. You be me, all right?
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, hey, Archibald.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you very much. That
Thanks
was
for calling.
Archibald.
Archibald.
Thank you very much. So let me get right to Carla's thing. So we are we go to a birthday party on Saturday night for a friend of mine, a surprise party for a good friend of mine and a big biker and a big, strong, former, special forces kind of guy, Steve Shannon.
Sure.
His 60th birthday. This guy's built out of granite. He's a long, tall Texan, and he's a good friend of mine.
Doesn't look 60.
And he does not look 60.
No, I did not know that.
He does
Wow.
still look like this.
Right?
Is there anybody that gives it's like, nicest guy you'd want to meet, but boy, he could kick everybody's ass.
Oh, rip you limb from limb.
If he chose to. So we go to Steve's birthday, and they take a nice picture of Carla, me, and Steve at the birthday. And I look over, and Carla's looking at the picture, and like everything on Facebook, when you put a picture up there, people can comment on it.
Oh, no.
And I look over, and I catch the peripheral vision of Carla's shoulders shaking. And she has tears in her eyes. And I say, and you want to get me curious, I said, what are you laughing at? And she says, never mind.
Oh,
and I'm like,
no.
Oh, boy.
I said, what?
Wrong
Now
answer.
I knew that she was looking at the picture. I said, is it about the picture? And she's like,
You already knew.
You already knew, and you were
Yes.
just looking to how bad, because you didn't know what the comment was, right?
I said, what is it? She said, I don't want to tell you. I'm like, oh, great.
Well, it's up there on Facebook.
You're laughing.
Right.
Well, it's her Facebook page.
Oh, okay, you've not been tagged.
So
in it.
she
blocked
I don't know.
him.
I didn't know tagging, ragging, whatever. So she's looking at it, and she has tears in her face. So I want to thank Dan Town for giving
painful.
Carla her biggest laugh by writing, it looks like I have spray on hair.
Oh,
dear.
no.
And Carla likes to laugh. I think she's got one of the greatest
Yes.
infectious laughs.
That's why she's with
But
you.
I'll tell you, there are certain times a person, when I'm trying to do some shtick for her all the time, and I get the little chuckle, the occasional chuckle. But Dan Town gets the belly laugh.
Yeah.
It's like
Tears.
spray on hair. So she turns and she goes, spray on hair. Look at the picture. You have spray on hair. And I'm sitting there going. And I'm standing there, and I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing.
Right.
I don't get it. She goes, you don't get it. He says yes. Hey,
Oh, that's
I
so-
got to put away the laundry. And I hear, all the way walking into the laundry room,
That's so painful to
tears
listen
in her
to.
eyes.
In
And
theory.
she's just,
Oh, no.
Dan Town gave her afternoon. I mean, she's like, I'm talking the tears coming
Yeah.
down. Spray on hair. It's just it's commentary on Carla
Yes.
and what she really, she knows that I'm a
in
schlub.
theory, you and I are both happily married.
Yes.
In theory.
In theory.
Is there anything that makes you crazy more than the fact that after a certain number of years you can't make your wife laugh anymore? Because I cannot.
And the only thing that makes them laugh is Schadenfreude.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
you fail.
Oh,
Yeah,
God,
right.
she
100.
loves
That's
that.
okay. Maybe
Yeah.
we're all
No,
experiencing.
I
that.
get that, and I'm only a year into
Yeah.
a
Okay,
relationship.
so then maybe we all experience that.
But there
and it
was a
just went
time.
on and on and on.
Yeah.
And then it's the dust settles. And she comes back over, and we've moved on. And I'm watching something on
you
TV.
have.
I'm sitting there, and I'm on the computer, and at my office, which is the kitchen table.
Right.
And she sits down, and I look over, and I see her, and she goes, and I said, "What?" She's like,
Breaks up again.
all evening, all evening with this
that's
hay.
And I'm guessing there was a time when you could really make her laugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Still.
still can do it once in a while. It's a really big joy. But this guy,
Yeah.
anything about me, as far
Right,
as
of course.
that, like, I'll be sitting there, and if I've got a parka jacket, and I'm trying to find the zipper underneath my stomach,
Right.
for the length, the mid thigh length, you know what I'm
I
talking
do.
about,
I'm
right?
right with you.
The mid thigh length. I think that's for skinny people as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mid-thigh length zipper, for a parka,
and you know what's
it's always rather troublesome to me.
You feel like you need to bend at the knees to get closer to it, but when you do that, everything gets lower. So you're not getting any closer to it. There's no way to win.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the only style of parka. Parka.
So we are the comic foils for our women.
We are. Look, I walked into the bedroom 2 nights ago and I stubbed my foot on the bottom of the bed.
Laugh.
I'm laughing.
And she's dying laughing. I'm like, why are you laughing at me?
I know why.
That's the only thing I modified that sound effect.
After they've gotten to know our shtick, there's just such a thin line between love and hate, and they still love us, but they really love. God, Carrie loves to see me screw up.
Like you're laughing. I don't understand this.
Since we're mentioning stuff, Carla will like to do the occasional evening trip to the grocery store, which I'm not for. I don't like her going
midnight.
No, like 8:30, 8:45.
Really?
And I'm like,
that's horrible.
I don't like it because I just don't like that she does that. And so I say, call me. When you're in there, and call me when you're coming out to the car. Just let me know what's going. I'd like to know her timetable.
You're gonna need to call me. I'm gonna stay at home.
Alcohol did not touch my lips last night.
Carla, if you
what
need,
are you talking
if you
about?
need to go, just go. I'm gonna stay here.
But this is any trip to the grocery store at all, and I will sit there, and there are 4 minutes left in the hockey game with our loser hockey team that I watch every game of, and our incredible loser hockey game, and losers, suck ass losers.
He's right, actually.
Pampered foreigners.
Edit that out.
I don't mean it in a bad way.
How do you mean it in a good way?
You'll do a 180 as soon as you start winning.
Yeah,
that's true.
But they're not going to start winning.
They're going to start winning. Michael, they're going to
this team
start winning.
can't do it.
You're going to start winning, and Michael talk about this is a celebration of worldwide international joy.
International. First of all, there are international players on every NHL team. Of course, right. This is a culture. This is a culture. Why did I get into the Capitals? I was just going to mention
because you were 4 minutes left in the suck ass.
Let me get done with Carla first.
Okay,
goes to the grocery store. This is her little thing. Look, she's pregnant. Mm-hmm. I help. That's what I'm supposed to do.
Good boy.
But I get the phone call. She times the phone call where she will call me 2 minutes from pulling into the driveway to make sure that I am up, out of the chair,
shoes on,
and into the carport to get the groceries out of the car.
Groceries,
And there are 4 minutes left in the hockey game. And she said she was going to be done at 9:45, and she calls at like 9:25. And I look, and there are 4 minutes left in the game, and I go, I give her a Napoleon where it's like, right. And it's just one of my tiny little.
I know
she's going to hear this and get pieces off, but it's one of my tiny little pieces.
When
I don't
Carrie
mind
was
helping
pregnant.
you, but I wouldn't mind you walking in with a bag and saying, "Can you go out and help me with this?"
Dressed up
as
when you get a
opposed to
chance.
timing, to maximize her incredible convenience. Now she does more around this house than I do, and I accept that, and I am grateful for that.
But she doesn't do a radio show, Mike.
Rob, don't help. Do not help me right now. I am really on dangerous ground here. But that particular little thing that she does drives me.
I'm familiar.
I don't mind doing it, but it's like the phone. Can you help me with the... First of all, you can't say no, so I'm going to be out there.
Right.
And she wants me, and I have on multiple occasions been standing in the carport when the car pulls in, like I'm an effing valet.
What if you phoned ahead to the grocery store
Yes.
and had them bag them less groceries per bag?
Stall her.
So the bags
Stall
were lighter
her.
and easier for her.
So you're not really trying to help. You're not trying to help.
You're just a few years away, Mike, from having a kid that will carry the
Man,
bags for you.
and they get mad at us when we sigh, but sometimes a sigh is all we've got.
But you're a turbo sire.
Master sire.
You are
Master sire.
Hello, sire.
I mean, Buzz, you want people to know when
That
you're
you're
frustrated
pissed.
and you'll
And there's a thin line to get you pissed.
right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so watch it.
Yeah.
I was going to say, of all the passive aggressive, he's the least passive aggressive.
I'm the most aggressive.
What's cool for about maybe we'll talk to you after the break.
I'd like that.
Let's talk to you in the next hour about your new life.
Oh,
Can we talk to you about your new life?
I think we can wander into
But
that.
the last word on the caps here, because I want to backtrack on my horrible slander of saying foreigners and stuff. It's not foreigners. It's just frustrating me that players like Alex Ovechkin from Russia and Nicholas Backstrom from Sweden are not playing up to their potential. That's all I wanted to say.
That's fair.
That's perhaps why.
No, that's fair.
That's probably why I said what I said.
Nicholas Backstrom going to be in that show called Backstrom? Because that's about a Swedish guy, too.
Well, they're driving me nuts right now. They are driving me nuts.
You care so desperately. You must back off on caring.
I care desperately because I waited a long time for hockey.
Right.
And now that hockey came,
its return.
and it was going to be this little condensed season, and allegedly my team was one of the best in the league, and we were going to have this little sprint to the playoffs, and it was going to be fun. And they are now in danger of really, in fact, they already have. They've already effed themselves for the playoffs.
They're not statistically eliminated.
Not by a long shot, but they got a massive hole to dig out of.
Hey.
So let's go, Caps. Anyway, that's my cross to bear. So we will take a break. When we come back, more fun and more thrills. I'll get to all the things I didn't get to, and we'll chat with Buzz.
Nice.
About his new home life on the Mike O'Mara Show. Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Sherry's berries are the best. You know that. They're fantastic. They're giant. They're dipped in chocolate. I don't know where they get these strawberries for Sherry's berries.
France.
You can get white, milk, or dark chocolate with Swizzles, nuts, or chocolate chips. Prices start at just $19.99, and you can double your berries for just $10 more. Save over 40% and use that code. This code at Valentine's Day is going to save you a lot of money. TMOS at either 866-FRUIT-0 or when you click the microphone at berries.com. That's berries.com. Click that mic and enter the code TMOS. A limited time offer, so get on it now.
Get on it.
Just don't eat them all or Buzz will sigh.
Sherry's berries at berries.com. Well,
Double
ladies
your
and gentlemen,
berries.
we have heard a lot of these sighs recently.
Yeah.
Recently, Buzz's lovely wife, Marcia, has left the workforce after a very, very long career in the medical health field.
Yes. A decorated career.
And a decorated career.
You know, she's operated on me, Carrie,
Yes.
and Julia she did surgery on.
And not medically licensed.
No,
Which is
but-
pretty impressive.
Well, the savings was great.
When she amputated my pinky finger,
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't any pain at all.
And replaced it with a corpse's pinky.
It was fantastic.
Sadly, you did not ask her to.
On the Manassas battlefield.
This is Britain's finest hour. I don't know why I did that.
I didn't know your pinky was Winston Churchill.
It's Winston Churchill's
Wow,
pinky.
that's terrific.
Transplant.
We'll go boldly, go ahead. Yeah, we'll never surrender. We will never surrender.
Way to keep the act current.
Yeah.
Time machine.
That's old for me.
We will tackle the Hun. We will fight the Hun. Germany and Hitler. Thank you. Rob has never heard my Winston Churchill.
His face is red.
Oh
He's
my
now
God.
the color of the beets you were eating earlier.
Look at him.
Buzz Burbank, share with us your life with Marcia.
You are killing him with your old-timey bit.
It's an old-timey bit. Winston Churchill.
That reminds me.
for Jack Benny.
We're releasing the lost tapes this Friday. Don't we have another clip?
Yeah, before
from-
we go to
glad
Buzz,
you brought it
Speaking
up,
of old
Buzz.
clips and Churchill,
everybody knows that Friday we did two shows because the first one was destroyed.
Yeah.
Well, Mark was able to recapture it. I don't know any of this computer stuff, but Mark has been working diligently trying to recapture the lost tapes.
To restore it.
This-
How's the progress?
It's good, and the clip that Rob's going to play, I probably spent about 3 hours last night
Whoa.
working on.
So
Clean it up.
what we're going to hear, it didn't sound this good when you got it.
No, not
But
at
you
all.
restored it.
Yes.
All of the lost tapes will be broadcast on Friday. We will have not only a regular show and a bonus show, but we are going to have the release of the lost tapes. Let's hear a clip from that right now.
Please.
The first words I spoke in the original phonograph.
Is that you, Mike?
Little
Yeah.
piece of practical poetry.
Last Friday's
Mary
show.
had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
See, to me, that sounds like Edison.
See, that was Buzz doing his poem at
Oh,
the
that's
halftime
what it
show.
was.
I remember.
Okay, I
The
think it's
halftime
terrific.
It
Good
was
work,
wonderful.
Mark.
Thank you.
What did you do? Equalize that?
I did.
Yeah.
Little filter.
Buzz,
Yes.
please tell us how your new life is going.
Vastly different.
Well, explain what it was before and what it is today.
Well, what it was before is she would leave the house at about 7:30 in the morning.
She has a name, Buzz.
I would.
Your lovely wife?
Marcia?
My wife, Marcia.
Marcia J. Elston.
She'd leave about, I don't know.
That woman would leave.
7:30 in the morning and go off to work. And then I would have that time to really focus on writing the news, gathering the news, writing the news, preparing the newscast.
You see, certain individuals, ladies and gentlemen, it's not enough just to not have children around and have only your life with your spouse.
Right.
Certain people require more solitude than that.
Yes.
That's right.
Certain people are so dedicated to self that they require even more isolation.
That's right.
Buzz is one of those people.
Buzz is just this side of a chamber.
I am my favorite company.
We're going to start depriving him of his
If
senses.
Buzz was uneducated and lived in a rural area, he'd be one of those guys where the kids would throw rocks at his house.
Oh, it's so true. You know what? His occupation is newsman, otherwise known as hermit.
That's right.
He is an eccentric hermit.
Right.
I've had that nickname actually since I was young, Hermit.
Yeah.
People called me that when I was younger.
I have myself full confidence. All that duty.
We did
Nothing is neglected.
His wife, he's having trouble with his wife, Sir Winston.
We did that bonus show recently. We talked about, being stranded on an island, and at one point I believe I was banished to the other side of the island, and I said, I'm okay with that.
You would rather have that.
Well, not rather, but I'm okay with that.
So your wife is usually gone from what time to what time?
Well, like from 7:30 in the morning till maybe 5:30 in the evening. Or
That's the whole day. That's the whole day, leaving you to do whatever the F you please.
Yeah. And to concentrate on my work, to do voice work, to write commercials for this show, that sort of thing. Exactly.
That's right.
Take naps.
Hours and
sometimes,
hours.
Yes.
To better the show.
Exactly.
Do you ever just kick back and watch TV by yourself?
Oh, sure. Well, a lot of times in the summer, I go to Dr. Perry's pool and hang out by the pool during
now
the
you can
afternoon
go with Marcia.
when I have time.
Yeah, but after the incident, you were uninvited after the incident, Buzz.
So you would go to his pool,
Clog the filter.
but he's not there, correct?
Right. Yeah, I have permission from him to do that.
How close does he live to you?
Less than half an hour.
Don't you feel like a creep, though, when you walk into another man's house and jump in his pool?
Not if I've been invited, and also because I help him with maintenance. I keep everything policed and cleaned.
So you clean his pool?
Yeah, I'm like a pool boy.
What kind of policing does it require?
Well, policing is a figure of speech, meaning to pick up litter. And
do you scrub his tiles?
Not scrubbing, but a lot of sweeping and picking up leaves and those kinds of things.
Do you check the filters for frogs and stuff?
Exactly.
Sure.
Empty the
That
baskets.
takes 2 seconds. If I can't
chase off the toddlers.
If I busted my ass,
it doesn't take 2 seconds to sweep
4 days a week.
His pool deck,
as most dentists do. They're not open on Fridays. And I came home. I pulled into my garage and I got into my kitchen, got a glass of water, looked out the window, and I saw Burbank in my pool. I would have. I don't know how I'd feel about that.
He would hurry home from lunch some days so we could hang out and talk for a while. Yeah, over his lunch hour.
My God, that's loud.
I didn't expect that. There's a phone.
There seems to be a phone call.
You should get that.
Rob, will you get that, please?
I will. I think it might ring one more time.
Calling in the middle of the show.
Hello.
We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing ground.
I thought he was dead.
We shall fight in the fields and the streets.
So Winston Churchill, how are you?
We shall fight in the hills, and we will never surrender.
I have a question, Sir Winston.
Oh, dear.
How are you enjoying being Mike's pinky finger?
I'm fine, Mike's cadaver. Pinky finger.
Will you call back sometime?
Yes, ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Look forward to that. That's pretty exciting.
So what's
Churchill
happened?
Calling.
What's happened different
That's
now?
a great.
Well, now I still do all the same things I did before. It's just that she's there all the time.
Now you have a large
all the time, and
your house is laid out. It's like a Rambler, isn't it? I mean,
it is.
You
But
have
it's
a basement.
small. The rooms are small.
split level.
You could go to 2 levels.
The house is never quite big enough. Sometimes
Is it ever?
We tend to get under each other's feet.
She
as it
maybe.
were.
What if the fact is brought
How
up
many
that
years
she misses you?
How
What if
many
she just
years
wants to be with you?
have you had the whole day to yourself?
I would say we're going on 4 decades.
4 decades.
40 years.
30 over 30 years.
4 decades
for sure.
where during the day she's had a regular 9-to-5er,
right,
and you have had your shift work as a radio.
I've worked
personality.
morning drive radio, afternoon drive radio, midday radio. In various hours.
So this is the first time, really, in 4 decades that you have been
right
with her all day, and when you come home from work.
I think the caption "This changes everything" is pretty significant.
I
here.
agree. You know what? It changes everything for the better.
Do you feel like?
Do you feel that way, that it changes everything for the better?
It has that potential, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't concerned.
What are you concerned about?
Too much togetherness. The secret to any successful relationship is the two of you go out into the world and have separate experiences, and then you come back together.
Well, time apart. I agree to that.
Those experiences.
I think that it's not the secret to any great relationship. I think that many relationships are strengthened by time apart.
Yes,
but there are other people that that are peas in a pod that hang together.
That
all
love
the
to
time.
hang out together.
Carla comes home, has her little TV viewing or whatever she wants to do, and quite often I will just chill out and watch my hockey game. I watch my hockey game, and then I watch my other Queenie show. and in total solitude. So I understand what you're saying.
The Real
Completely
Housewives.
I mean, and one of the things we're working with, and she's making every effort, but
Because it's her fault.
There's this there's no fault here. It's just the way it works out.
It's real life, Mike.
But our rooms are very small, and a lot of times I've noticed a pattern of when I go to a room. She shows up in that room.
Well, she lives in the house. It's her right.
If it is her right, but then if I go to another room, she goes to that room as well.
When you change
So
rooms,
no matter what room I go to, she shows up there.
Are you trying
immediately.
to avoid her?
No, not at all. But
that's why he left the room, Mike, to not avoid her.
It's sometimes if you're working in the kitchen and you're bouncing around from counter to counter, someone in a small kitchen who's
what are you making,
there
pad thai?
Is suddenly in the way.
I've got a suggestion.
Yes.
Just kind
Be
of
more tolerant.
No. I mean, that's not going to happen.
Okay.
Next time you walk in a room, you juke left. Like you're going into the room to the left, but then go to the right and see if she's actually following.
What were you reading? What were you reading on your phone?
Oh, it was some breaking news from CNN.
Really?
Yeah, but the scouts, they put off a decision on gay scouts.
Right.
All the gay scouts are in the room with
When
Buzz.
you juke left, but you go right.
Right.
So if you can shake her,
I've done this test.
you know that she's tailing you. But if she's not,
I've done this test.
Now, when she comes in the room
She
that
shows
you're
up.
in and you leave, how fast do you leave after she gets there?
Well, as soon as I can gather up my stuff. I mean, but I only do that if I'm trying to do something and I'm not able to do it because now there's somebody occupying that same space.
You know, 40 years apart, essentially, maybe she craves the time with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Well,
with all that time apart, I would think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, well, and again, like I said, up to a point, that's true. But there's a point at which you can actually, I think, any couple
Okay,
can
how
have
about the positive?
too much togetherness.
How about the positive?
you can rediscover
The positive.
How about
I got positives
what's
for
the
you.
best?
Today
thing?
is the first
The
day.
meals.
What's
the
the-
meals.
Really?
Yeah, because she's home. She's not working all day. A lot of times she would come home and she would be sort of changing clothes, and she's a multitasker, don't you know? And she'd be changing clothes and cooking dinner at the same time, and sometimes dinner would suffer at the hands
there'd be
of that.
a bra in the soup, Mike.
Now she's all in on cooking, and we've had some amazing meals.
Like
since she
what?
came home. We had some coconut curry chicken, some Thai chicken the
That
other
sounds
night.
delicious.
That was
So she's
great.
not burning your meals anymore.
Oh, not at all. No, she never
Good for
burned
her.
them.
But if you
there's
can hold
more
that
effort.
thought,
Like
because I think there's someone on the phone.
another call.
Hello?
Jeez.
Hello?
Hi,
Hi.
Buzz Burbank.
Oh, it's
Mike's pinky finger.
for people just joining us. Mike, now his finger, we revealed that has been replaced with the corpse finger.
She will find Buzz in the den.
Sir Winston
She will
Churchill.
find Buzz in the kitchen. She will find Buzz in the living room. She will find Buzz in the basement. This is Buzz Burbank's finest hour.
Hey, Pinky,
Hello, Rob.
does Mike ever use you to pick his nose?
No, it's his left hand. Fortunately, he uses the right hand for that pinky finger.
Have you ever spent time in his ear?
Ah, many, many times.
You like that?
Lots of digging. Earwax is fun. Hang up on me.
All right,
Goodbye.
thank you. Sir Winston Churchill,
Thank
thank you.
Pinky Churchill calling.
So you're fine.
Yeah, it's going to be.
So the
probably
long
gonna
and
be
short of
fine.
it, you're fine. Okay,
Probably.
Good luck to Marcia with that.
And to us all.
Yeah, do you
Anyway.
think maybe you're not the only one who's annoyed by this?
Uh,
I'm sorry, not you. I'm talking to Buzz. Do you think maybe Marcia
she's got
is
her
annoyed?
own adjustment
no,
period.
she's delighted.
are you sure?
Yeah.
I think you haven't inflated it.
Yeah, but you're kind of
No.
kind of like a
No.
dick to hang around.
Yeah.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Oh no, you're kind of
That puts two of them on this couch,
Yeah,
doesn't it?
well, no, but you're just like you're curmudgeon-y. And
He
you-
is curmudgeon-y.
Yeah, so she's probably used to
Yeah,
this.
I
with
really
you.
don't think I am.
But do you tell her that to beat cheeks when she's around?
There
Like, hey, I'm working here.
Yeah,
Beat
there-
cheeks.
Beat cheeks? Does that even make sense?
Yeah, it's Oscar speak.
There have been
Beat cheeks.
there have been occasions where I let out that renowned sigh and left the room, waiting for it to clear so I could go back and do what I was trying to do in the first place.
And does she give you the space?
Oh yeah, she's trying. She really is. She's making the effort.
What if you crate trained her?
That's Rob.
So like a certain.
Send the letter to Rob Spiewak, Marcia.
Wait a minute.
Yes.
A certain number of hours a day, and then
Exactly.
gradually
and then,
reduce it.
And then she has, full run of the house, save for the 70 minutes that you're out every
we
day.
could try it.
I'd like to just give Marcia some props for those hours of labor that she has worked suspending, supporting the Burbank household.
40 years, Mike.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
40
That's
years
what I
of
want to give her
full-time
her
work.
credit for.
That's right.
One more tip.
Long-suffering Marcia Burbank.
Because I was a pet owner for 9 days, and I'm not saying Marcia's any sort of pet.
Remember,
just your spouse. house.
He had to get rid of.
owner
He
ever.
had to get rid of the cat.
Okay.
There's a spray that you could spray in certain rooms.
Oh,
that
yes.
maybe will keep her out of
Off
those
spray,
rooms.
Yeah, I'll think about that.
Anti-Marcia spray.
What would it smell like?
I'm trying to think what she's averse to. I'll have to give that some thought.
Answer it quickly.
Okay, hello.
It would smell.
Oh,
Hey.
what are you on the other line?
Yeah, check
It would smell like victory. Now hang up on me.
Good luck,
you.
Buzz.
All right, Buzz, good luck with that. Hey, real quick before we go to break here, I want to get an update from Mark Ronick. Spring break 2013.
Oh, yeah.
Where are we with the rental cars?
The rental cars, this girl that has reached out, I've not heard back.
All
I've
right,
started
that's it. Thank you
looking
for
at
the update.
Hotwire.
All right, moving on here. Did anybody see the video of the girl dissing the judge?
I have the
I
audio.
did.
No.
I do have the audio of that.
Okay, this generated mostly positive responses for me on Facebook, except for one guy who I got into it on Facebook with, who gave me the whole spiel of, what if it was your daughter? Would you want them treated like that? I said, my daughters wouldn't say F you to a judge
And flip
you
them off.
hump.
Her name is Miami teenager Penelope Soto.
Let me set the table for you on
Okay.
this. I put this up on my Facebook page yesterday. Rob has the audio. This is a woman in court, and you see her on camera, and you see the judge. The judge is Hispanic. He is older. He's almost elderly. In fact, he is elderly.
I think he used to sing with the Fifth Dimension.
He is an elderly judge. He is a big guy, and he appears to be quite jovial, but he's a ball-buster judge. And this lady makes the mistake of thinking that he's like Santa Claus, and it all goes very badly. Let's listen to the first. Is this the Fox tape you have?
I'm not sure exactly where I pulled this. I think
Play
I
it.
pulled it from the Huffington Post.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Okay, stop it right there.
Two.
That's a terrible clip. All right, it's not the long clip. He gets her bail. And
He first set it at
he
$5,000.
asks what her jewelry's worth, and that's what he sets her bail at $5,000.
Okay.
And they go back and forth. He says, "What are you laughing at?" And she's giggling at him, and she's a cute little girl, and like a teenage 20-something, and she's giggling, and he doesn't like that. And then she says, worth about $5,000. He sets bail at $5,000. She gets done talking to him. Play it over again. She says adios,
Right.
mocking his Hispanicness. You don't like it. Let's play it again.
You just made me laugh. I apologize.
It's all right. How much is your jewelry worth?
It's worth a lot of money.
Bye-bye.
Adios.
Come back, ma'am. Come back. Give me the paper again. Count one will be 10,000.
Are you serious?
I am serious. Adios.
Yeah.
And now she walks. Okay, she walks away. She flips him off
And
says "F you."
Right.
Oh.
I mean, really, there's no defense of this. I don't care
Right.
if you were raised by wolves. You know better than this. Play the tape again.
Again. Come back again. Did you say me?
Actually, I
Did you say that?
Yes, sir. I did.
Oh, you did say that?
I'm not
I
gonna
find you in
lie.
direct criminal contempt. 30 days in the county jail.
Oh,
Bam!
God.
That's
how it works.
And
That's right.
they weren't able to appeal it either.
No.
It was an amazing clip. And
I actually loved it. I
Yeah.
thought it was great.
to
Because
me,
you know
it's,
what?
it's- you respect the bench. You
It
do.
boils down to something that we don't have enough of, and that's parenting. That's
Right.
a child that was not raised right.
Yeah.
More about that in a minute.
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Oh, no, I agree with you 100%. I watched that. I saw a couple things at play. One, I think that when people go in front of the court, whether it's traffic court or if you have a criminal proceeding, that you have to act like you or at least pretend you respect
That's
the
right.
court.
That's
Right.
And when you stop doing that, that's when you allow yourself to act and get and act in a manner that you think you're outside of this. I look at the courtroom like a holy place, almost like church.
Yep.
That you have to show as much respect as you can to get the best end of the law that you can.
And you shouldn't even have to pretend. There should be a respect instilled in you as you're grown up that you need to respect our system.
I go to traffic court, and I used to when I was younger. I wear a suit.
Oh, you
Oh,
got
yeah,
to. You go to
absolutely.
traffic court now, and you see the way people are dressed there. It is mind-numbing how the people just go up there chewing gum, dressed like crap,
Right.
because it's overall respect. So when you see something, I think a lot of civilized society sees something where respect is enforced, and I think it makes people feel good.
Yeah.
So it was a special moment.
Some people are happy to go to traffic court just to be away from their wife.
We'll take a break and come back with Mr. Rob Spiewak and the Audio Vault. This is the Mike O'Mara Show.
Yo.
Now if you wanna hear some boogie
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show. This segment of the program is brought to you by Warby Parker. You can stop paying iPhone prices for prescription eyeglasses. You can get better-looking glasses for a fraction of retail. Go to warbyparker.com. Glasses start at $95, and you will pay $400, $500, $600
easy
for those kind of glasses if you go to one of the local retailers and those stores that are everywhere in malls and on the street. You want to do it online with Warby Parker, go to warbyparker.com. They also have some good retail outlets in places like New York, and you know they have an amazing fashion-forward selection of glasses and sunglasses. Every pair is custom fit using your prescription, complete with anti-glare, anti-reflection coatings. They're comfortable and they're contemporary. You try up to 5 pairs. You pick the ones you want, they send them to you, and then you pick the ones you like and send them back. They put your prescription in there, and you are good to go. Go to warbyparker.com, select your 5 favorites, and get ready to have a state-of-the-art pair of glasses or sunglasses for a fraction of the cost.
They're beautiful.
They have eliminated the price gouging that exists in this industry.
Yes.
It is really worthwhile to try them for 5 days, keep your favorite, and then send the rest back to Warby Parker. They do it with free shipping. We've all ordered our glasses. You'll find all the details at warbyparker.com, and don't forget, there it is again. Everything we talk about.
Right.
Use our code TMOS to get fast, free shipping, and we thank you in advance. Before we get to the audio vault,
Sure.
I am more Queenie than you, Rob.
How? You're killing me with
I am
this.
all
It's
in.
a close race.
I am all in.
On what?
On the TV show Smash.
Oh, it's a
Really?
great show.
Oh, my
No,
God.
that is a great show.
It is.
You want to look if you have any love of composing and music,
Sure,
and new quality writing as far as music is concerned. That's what I love
and it's
about
got that
this
hot
show.
girl in it.
But it's incredible. And Catherine McPhee, and now they have brought in. They have brought in Jennifer Hudson, and I'm having one of those days today, like my Alzheimer's day. Jennifer Hudson is in.
You
on
just
this
said
too.
that.
And,
No, I'm kidding.
Stop it. And really, and the singing is just it's pre-recorded, but it's a TV show, so
That's
it's
awesome.
phenomenal.
Even if you're not into that, the story. It's a well-written show.
Yeah, and Angelica Houston's an Oscar winner. She's a great actress.
And
Box.
It's fun. Deborah Messing's a great actress.
Oh, she's good.
It's fun to watch this show, but it is Queenie.
Good.
It doesn't get any more Queenie.
If you put it on a balance with Glee,
yes,
which is Queenier?
I don't watch Glee.
Oh, Glee would have to
I've
be,
seen both of them. Glee this season and this past season is Queenier.
Okay, good. Well,
I don't know what's going on.
I don't find it as Queenie if it's a bunch of kids. When it's a bunch of adults dancing around and singing,
point.
I find that a little more Queenie.
Yeah, but they're working on Broadway.
I'm going to watch Smash and call it
Queenie.
Glee Light.
Glee Light. I love it. So
Cool.
I'm a queen. Thank you. Let's open up the audio vault for
Yay.
February 6, 2013. Take it away.
You may be having an Alzheimer's day, but you just gave me a great segue because what I want to talk about involves this guy.
Smash, smash, smash.
This is out of Fresno, California.
He's a fan?
No.
Oh.
He's not talking about that.
Gotcha.
This is Kai, the homeless hitchhiker, Mike, and
Okay.
he's my new hero.
Wow.
I'm going to play you some clips here. There'll be more of him on our bonus show this week.
Well, he's behind the 8 ball already with a name like Kai.
Kai, and he what happened, he's a hitchhiker, he's a surfer, he's a skateboarder. He was picked up by a guy.
The Californians.
While he was in the car, the guy that was driving the car, the guy that picked up Kai.
Hey, Kai, what are you doing here?
I came up on the 5. What are you doing here?
Right.
And the guy that's driving the car declared that he was Jesus Christ and got out and he pinned a person against an automobile with his car and tried to kill them. Luckily, Kai stepped in and helped things out. And here's Kai's hard-hitting interview. Kai attacked the man with a hatchet.
Guy just went crazy and was trying to pull the guy from underneath the car in the truck, and then he gets in his car and tries to move the car in that, and we weren't going to let him do it.
If you started driving that car around again, man, there would have been a hell of a lot of bodies around here. And these 2 women are trying to help him. He runs up and he grabs one of them, man. Like a guy that big can snap a woman's neck like a pencil stick. So I ran up behind him with a hatchet.
Kai.
Smash, smash, smash.
Kai was a hero. Kai was a hero.
Did he hit the guy with the business end of the hatchet?
I think the dull end of the hatchet, but he was
Okay.
able to make the
Blunt,
guy
yeah.
stop. But the story here is not the guy that thinks he's Jesus Christ killing people.
No. Yeah.
The story here is Kai.
Okay.
So let's find out a little bit about Kai.
What do you want to talk about?
What happened today?
Well, went straight out of Dogtown, skateboarding, surfing it up. Before I say anything else, I want to say no matter what you've done, you deserve respect. Even if you make mistakes, you're lovable. And it doesn't matter your look, skills, or age, or size, or anything. You're worthwhile. No one could ever take that away from you.
Can I get your name and where you're from, if you don't mind?
I'm Kai.
Kai, spelling for it, buddy?
Straight out of Dogtown, K-A-I.
K-A-I. Do you have a last name?
No, bro, I don't have anything.
How old are you?
I can't call it.
Just doesn't
Now,
know.
Kai spins out from there and
Do
speaks.
you love me? Do you, surfer?
He spins out into such a way that if I bleep it, I can't play it. So more Kai on tomorrow's bonus show.
Very good.
He talks
Good,
a little
good.
bit like Miami RJ. How old are you, Kai? I can't call it.
I can't call it. So Kai, kind of a vagrant, I'm guessing.
Homeless.
A little homeless.
He
too.
has no address.
A free spirit.
But
His home is the beach.
He saved the ladies with the hatchet.
Well, and you would think a vagrant carrying a hatchet is a bad thing, but it saved a life.
Didn't Spicoli, he saved Brooke
Hot
Shields from a
coffee.
shark?
Yeah.
and he blew the money on having Van Halen play at his birthday party.
But he was a hero at the end of the movie, too.
Yeah.
He threw hot coffee on the guy that was robbing the 7-Eleven.
Awesome.
Now, Mike, we had a moment before the show we were able to share. There's lottery winners on TV all the time, and they all have certain common threads, but this was a classic.
Right.
And these are people that won $1 million, and then on the way home from winning the $1 million, they won 50,000 more.
Oh, my God.
So they are double lottery winners, and the interview on the Today Show went just as well as can be expected,
Sure.
except they forgot to turn off their phone.
Well, neither one of us screamed. We're in such shock that it was kind of hard to even function for about 10 minutes. When I scratched it off, I handed it to my wife, and my son and my daughter-in-law were there also. And
somebody's calling asking to borrow money, apparently.
Yeah, I think so.
Duh. Why is the phone mic'd better than the people that are being interviewed?
I was watching
Sounds
this.
like our phone.
Yeah.
I was watching this with Rob before the show, and I said, I really think NBC sends one dude down there.
I think
yeah.
you're right.
It's all they
I
can
think
afford
he
now.
sets the cameras up.
Yep.
He sets the lights
That's
up.
right.
Because you see the camera when this phone starts ringing. You see the camera kind of move like he's trying to get at the phone.
The cameraman has to
was
go take the phone off.
hysterical.
Yeah, it's so
It
great.
was
So you scratched it
hysterical.
off. Then you stayed overnight at the cabin, and the next day you went back to tell the clerk at the store where you bought the ticket that you guys had won, and you bought more tickets.
yes, sir, we went back there to tell them we had won and to have the ticket
Yes, sir.
verified.
Distracted.
And when we got back there and they verified it,
We're going to see Matt Lauers on the television.
Hey, Matt. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
wanna
We won
do
twice.
that.
We won twice.
Right now, yeah, we're the big winner. Thank ye.
And the telephone for the guy that's interviewing Matt Lauer,
Yeah.
and of course the person that's producing the show on
Right.
the other end of the satellite.
Yep.
It's distracting.
It
Of course.
is.
So he's
extreme,
Matt
though.
Lauer's trying to muddle through it.
And it's most distraction when you see the video to the guy who's being interviewed.
Right.
And
Because
he
his wife nudges him.
He leans towards it like he's going to answer it. And
Hey,
you
if
see
you
the
can
wife.
hold on, sir.
You see the wife crack him in the ribs.
Oh, wow.
And it was such a funny moment when this happened. But 100% chance the person on the other net, I see you on the TV.
I see me on TV.
Absolutely.
I invite
Absolutely.
everyone to go to our YouTube page. There's something new there all the time. But Jennifer Love Hewitt has filmed a music video to promote season 2 of The Client List.
Oh, yeah.
She looks amazing.
This is who?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Okay.
Wearing skimpy stuff.
Yeah.
JLH. Look at Oscar. Oscar doesn't share your love.
Yeah, Oscar sees, what's her name? Melissa McCarthy. So,
no, it's just.
Is it from the waist up? That's what I'm curious about.
no, it's legs and dancing and
Oh,
everything.
so she's lost the weight again?
So she's lost the weight.
She looks great.
Lost the weight again.
Yes, she has.
Some people fluctuate, Oscar.
She's a yo-yo. Up and down, up and down.
You know what? More Hewitt for me.
If she walked in here right now,
Yes.
you'd be blown away.
Right now, yeah. 'Cause
She makes an amazing impression.
right now she's winning.
Is that new?
That's part of the promotion.
Let's see that.
Here you go.
This is
Oh,
from
my
the video.
God.
Yeah.
Our new show.
Am I right?
She
Pretty
is
good.
a gorgeous
yeah.
woman.
She is unstoppable.
When do you think it?
The amazing thing is when I started watching the video this morning, Beth Ann McBride came down and turned off my computer.
Hey, Beth Ann, I want to say hi to Beth Ann McBride.
No,
And
you don't.
Congratulations on your. These are looking
She
phenomenal.
lost a lot of weight.
Well,
Yes,
she had
did.
them. She had them augmented, right?
I believe she did.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Well, she's
when she was with us.
No, it was just after.
Just after?
Because remember, she saved all the money by living in that short-term stay thing.
Okay, very good.
She was living inside something the size of a printer.
Beth Ann, don't be a stranger. We should put her on the show sometime, Rob. Rob's shaking his head.
I wish her all the best.
She's up in Erie, programming a radio station up in Erie, Pennsylvania. She should put us on late at night.
She should.
Station,
Yeah,
like,
she should. But she won't.
Late at night, like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
She will not.
Rob, why don't you make that call?
Yeah, okay. I'll do that. Something a little upsetting on the Katie Couric show. Robert De Niro broke down and cried. Did you hear this?
No, I did not. Wow.
He was promoting Silver Linings Playbook, and what he revealed, and I don't think a lot of people knew this, is that in real life, Robert De Niro has a son who is also bipolar.
Okay.
And when the questioning got close to that, he did break down. It was really kind of touching.
Did you feel a greater responsibility, Bob, doing a film that David had so much personally invested in?
Oh, of course. I mean, I understand what he... But
he's a great guy.
I don't like to get emotional, but I know exactly what he goes through.
You see, it was odd for me. You never see him lose composure in a real-life setting.
But that's the thing about him. He's so human on every level.
I made a comment about Robert De Niro the other day, that Robert De Niro, it's written all over his face what it must be to, there's celebrity and then there's celebrity.
Right.
And, I was saying to my wife, I said, he'd walk into a store and I would go, oh my God, that's Robert De Niro. Imagine that.
And you're a celebrity.
Shut up, Oscar.
If Robert De Niro walked into this living room, he'd say, oh my God, that's Mike O'Mara.
No, seriously, you look at him, he has that put-upon air about him.
Like, he's carrying a weight.
But that kind of celebrity, I mean, even in New York,
Taxing.
it's probably tough for him to live.
Yeah.
Really, because, I mean, there's fame and then there's fame.
Yeah, well, hearing that clip makes me like him even more.
Yeah, he's
such
a
a thing as possible.
great, and a great actor.
We close with Jeff Ross, his show The Burn. Now, are you familiar with Grammy nominee Rick Ross?
No.
He's heavy.
Okay.
Okay, and here's Jeff Ross talking about Rick Ross, fat guy, and the Grammy Awards.
Grammy's biggest nominee, Rick Ross, survived a drive-by shooting last week. Give it up for Rick Ross. He's alive. He survived because the shooter forgot to use an elephant gun. It was the first drive-by at a drive-thru. Investigators say they recovered 18 bullet casings and 54 sausage casings. And in a special tribute to Ike Turner, Chris Brown is going to punch Tina Turner in the face.
Oh, too much.
I'm kidding. No woman deserves to be punched except for Gautier.
And that, Mike, that is your magic audio vault. We'll take a break, come back with Buzz and News. This is the Mike O'Mara Show.
If you break my heart, I'll go, but I'll be back again.
Welcome back to the Mike O'Mara Show, everybody. Let's get right to it. Let's get Buzz Burbank on here with the news. Take it away, Buzz.
Thank you, Mike. We're brought to you today by Quench for Knowledge.
Oh, yeah.
Join Rob and Mark and their lovely assistant Diana Thursday, February 7th at
That's
Quench
tomorrow night.
in Rockville,
it is. We'll
Maryland.
be there. That is tomorrow night, Buzz.
It's America's favorite trivia game, Mike. It's
5 big ways to win big.
Quench for Knowledge. Fun and it's free. Enjoy the signature cocktails and cuisine that make Quench your best destination anytime. Bring your friends, and although it's not necessary, go ahead and use the code TMOS.
Please do.
The fun starts at 8:30 Thursday, February 7th. That's tomorrow at Quench, 9712 Treville Gateway Drive in Rockville. To find out more, visit quenchnation.com. A new study, I love that thing. Now we have dueling boings.
Very cool.
A new study has confirmed what you've likely already experienced.
Thank you.
Facebook fatigue. Two-thirds of Americans who have internet access are on Facebook, and a new study says most of us take a break from it, sometimes for weeks on end. And the Pew Research study says that 20% of those who leave Facebook don't look back. The study finds that some of us leave because it's too time-consuming, others because of the gossip, the drama, or the lack of anything interesting.
That's my reason right there.
Yeah.
I'm going to start making it more interesting.
And
for you.
no, it really is the land of sucking more often
many
now
days,
than it used to be.
More often than not, I agree.
And we use it to promote the show, so I shouldn't be slamming it. But, man, it's just sometimes blah, blah, blah. Shut up.
Pictures of my dinner, blah, blah.
And after the...
it seems to go in waves.
And after the election, it lost a little of its sizzle. And, I've had a lot of, run-ins with people about the whole gun thing. And
of course.
It just gets kind of,
I think those things have put a damper on it.
Here's what I bought. Here's what I ate.
Yeah. Here's
you
my
know,
kid.
I like
Here's
it
my
when
dog.
you. Yeah, I mean,
Here's my
you know,
cat.
I gush about my
Here's
kid.
spray on hair.
I gush about my kid, and I was happy about
Yeah.
my kid getting. And you know what? Because of that, some people that work at the college have actually reached out to me. So it's been a very productive thing.
Sure.
However, you know, by and large, it's like blah.
Sometimes there's funny stuff there. You get great, I think, sometimes emotional support there, and you can certainly give it there. There are also signs many of us simply just cut back on our Facebook time over time. But Facebook is still king of social networking, with 92% of social networkers still all in on Facebook. Let's call this part our changing world. The Postal Service, as Mike alluded earlier, thinks it's found a way around Congress with a new plan to eliminate Saturday mail delivery for everything except priority mail, packages, and medicine.
I'm fine with that.
I am too.
Me too.
I think everybody is.
It'll save billions of dollars at an agency that will continue to lose billions of dollars.
And you'll still get your pills, Mike.
Yes, I will.
On every Saturday.
Yes, for my vapors.
That's right. I hate when you have the vapors and the
We all
dropsy.
do. The Great Lakes may get downgraded to good. A new Army Corps of Engineers report says water levels in 2 of the 5 lakes have hit their lowest level in history, thanks to less rain, less snow, and more evaporation on a warmer planet.
Less rain, less snow, and less moon.
You know what's interesting about global warming is the simplicity of global warming was, hey, we had a really cold winter. We got a lot of snow. And it's so interesting that so many of the different factors can be factored in. Now, you talk about evaporation in the lakes.
Right.
However, the seas are rising.
Ironic.
And what that tells me, though, if you're talking about that, you're talking fresh water, salt water.
Right, exactly.
Not good.
Right.
More salt water, less fresh water.
Exactly right.
Bad thing.
That is a bad thing.
Governor Ventura.
I'm a man of science.
Man of science, another one. Welcome.
Thank you.
Many of us never thought we'd see the day, but the Pentagon is planning to extend marital benefits to the spouses of gay soldiers. The new benefits include, among other things, access to military, recreational, and shopping facilities.
That's good. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
We're not sure if this is news, but we'll throw it in. The Parker Brothers game Monopoly, which has been around since about 1906, is changing. One of its playing pieces, the iron is out, replaced by a cat.
Do you know what the problem with Facebook is?
What's
And
that?
it's becoming more so?
What?
Facebook, at least a few months ago, was more people writing things. People actually would jot down their
Right,
thoughts.
I
and so
agree.
Facebook is now sharing pictures. That's all it is.
And sharing headlines and sharing.
And I do it,
News
and I'm
items,
guilty.
yeah.
I am as guilty of it as anybody else. But I'm noticing, you know, that's why it's boring. I go, here we go.
Yeah, but
breaking news.
Once
here
in
we
a while,
go.
you get a gem.
Yeah, you get a gem.
That's
But I mean,
true. But people need to post less if it's no good.
I totally agree.
And a final note about our changing world. Who knew that so many Americans get their kicks by attacking pilots with lasers?
Yeah, Mike.
A new report says laser pointer lights hit the eyes of pilots at least 3,500 times last year.
Wow.
From the ground, I guess,
That's
right?
that's a new record. That's up by 350 attacks from the year before, and observers say this year could break even that record. The FAA and the FBI are now tracking these attackers with infrared cameras.
Would you like a prediction, an evil, horrible prediction for the future that scares me?
Well, I think you should say it.
Well, you know how we all have drones, and you know we do a lot of our damage to Al Qaeda with drones. I think that drones, we're not far away from everybody having drones.
Yeah, that's right.
And when everybody has drones, I think there are going to be some serious problems.
Indeed.
I really do. Because I think the technology with drones is much simpler than some of the other technologies the United States military has.
I haven't
Oscar
slept well.
basically has one.
Yeah, I haven't slept well since Oscar got his drone.
AR drone.
None of us have.
Thank you.
Business owners are finding new ways to deal with customers who are bad parents with bad kids. Some are better at this than others. Servers at an Italian restaurant in Washington State were so impressed with the good behavior of the kids in one family, they knocked $4 off the check. The kids are ages...
Hey, this is so good for them.
Thank you.
Kids are 2, 3, and 8, and their parents say it'd be great if all restaurants offered this kind of discount. It would. But in Georgia, a clerk at a dollar store is facing cruelty charges after spanking a customer's misbehaving son with a belt. Security video shows the clerk belting the boy more than 24 swats.
That's not good.
The video also shows the 8-year-old running through the store and throwing a cookie at the clerk just before the belting. The boy's parents did not see the beating, as they are probably used to ignoring the little angel.
Wow. 12 times? 2 dozen times.
2 dozen times.
24 times?
25 times.
Jesus.
What they counted.
I remember one time Mark went to a dollar store and bought $4. I don't thought it was odd.
Find a deal. Finally, playing with fire. They have cut the fire-eating scene from the German opera being performed in Chicago A 23-year-old man was seriously hurt during the rehearsal of Die Meistersinger von Nürnberg.
Yeah, very good, Buzz.
The performer was spitting fireballs when the fire got away from him, causing him to fall off his stilts.
Opera news.
Jesus.
And in Lehigh Acres, thank you, Florida, 23-year-old Jorge Perez is in the hospital after goofing around with a flare gun.
Oh, no.
Forgetting the gun was loaded, Jorge fired a flare into the ground. It ricocheted and hit him in the genitals. I'm Buzz Burbank on the Mike O'Mara Show.
Thank you, Buzz. More opera news tomorrow.
Aye.
Thanks, fellas. Good show. Our show today brought to you by ScoreBig.com. If you're still hungry for live sports action, hockey is back. The NBA season's in full swing, and there's lots of great. Forget it. ScoreBig.com.
Buy your tickets.
Edit it. Thank you. That's on top of up to 60% savings. Never pay box office prices again. Go to ScoreBig.com and use the code TMOS. That's ScoreBig.com. We love them, and you get a great deal. Thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye, Mike.
Ciao, ciao.
Coming home, Marshall.